Is it okay to dominate as a submissive? It depends. There is a difference between dominating as a submissive and topping from the bottom. Topping from the bottom means that you're actually trying to take over control, and there is plenty of ways that you can do that. My master calls it manipulation, because what I'm trying to do is to get him to do something because I want it, and I want to take back control. For instance, I could use I use crying, for instance, for that, because I want him to stop and I don't want to use my say word and I want him to stop. That's my manipulation. It's actually a form of topping from the bottom. I could also use it like giving him tips, kind of unasked advice on how he should do it. It's everything that is meant to take back control from me. That's what is called topping from the bottom. There is a way that I can dominate in a scene, even as a submissive. It's not really dominating actually, because it's within a scene. And what happens is that my master gives me an assignment that I should peg him or that I whip him. But then he is never giving away the control. So he's still keeping it. In that sense, it's a bit different. And the last way that I could do it is actually I can switch. Which means if I do this with my master, which is not really gonna happen, but if I would do this with my master, it means that he really gets out of his dominant role and he goes into the submissive role, and I would get out of my submissive role and I would get into the dominant role. For some people it's possible, and for some people it isn't. I found it a lot easier to dominate somebody else, and then it's not a problem at all, because then I am in control. I know what to do, and it doesn't feel weird. I mean, I am a submissive. This is my natural. This is where I feel at home, being submissive. But I can enjoy a lot being dominant, and it's appealing to a lot of different skills that I have. For instance, being decisive, being nurturing and caring. And that's funny, right? Because I thought that a submissive would be the one that is caring and nurturing, but it's actually the other way around. What I found out for me, I'm not saying that it should be for you, but for me, I found out that to be the dominant, that brings up my caring part. It feels like a mother and a kid, and it's actually, I mean, I feel like I'm exploding from love for my submissive, and I want to take care, and I want to cuddle him, and I want to give him what he needs. I really want to nurture him, and I'm all the time looking in how can I improve him, and that's different. I mean, in my submissive role towards my master, I'm more looking into pleasing him, into making him happy. It's different. Now, to me, dominance and submission, when I'm a dominant, it feels more like I'm a parent with a child. I mean, I'm very sadistic, so I love giving him that, but I'm always looking for ways how I can make him grow, and how I can get him out of his comfort zone, how I can challenge him. And that appeals to my nurturing side and my caretaking side and my making the world a better place side. So in a way, this is also a lot of fun. I can recommend you, if you're a submissive, also give it a try to be really in that dominant role. And if that's not possible with your partner, I think it's a great idea to do this with with another person, just to try it out. And I think it's possible also to do this with your own partner. Just give it the space and find a place where you can do that, just because I think it's so powerful to see what a dominant role means. To me, it was shocking, the responsibility that I felt. How much time, it was so time consuming to make sure that he would have a fantastic time and that I could give him what he needed. I was all the time aware of what happened. I was constantly checking on him. I was so busy. And I loved it. I mean, I really enjoyed it, but it was a completely different way of experiencing a scene. So, and I think this is valuable. If you're submissive, I totally think that you should do it. I created a book, an introduction book for BDSM in the bedroom. It's a very simple assignment, but it gives you maybe an evening filling program to do the changing of it a bit different. But I think you can do that yourself to just switch for one evening maybe. Just give it a few hours, make sure that you get into the right headspace, see what happens, and really surrender into that other role. I think you're going to love it. And it's going to give you a lot more understanding of what the dominance role is. So I'm sure you're going to have fun. Play with passion.